Operations Center is the focal point of IT operations at Clemson University. We believe our customers deserve invisible IT infrastructure so they can concentrate on their own missions. Our mission is to preserve the delivery of IT services to Clemson and its affiliates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our team of professionals provisions and configures IT resources, controls system processing, and coordinates with outside service providers. We proactively monitor the IT stack, from power and cooling up through the network, servers, and storage, to the applications being served to our students, faculty, staff, and citizens. We analyze, diagnose, and troubleshoot abnormal conditions. We coordinate incident response and recovery among the organization's subject matter experts and communicate status to the community at large. We work closely with customer-facing help desks, the Security and Privacy Office, network engineers, and system and application administrators. Finally, we develop subject matter experts and other leaders for Clemson.
The Information Technology Center is a 40,000 square foot hybrid facility built in 1987. There's 20,000 square feet of raised floor, 15,000 are currently in use. It houses about 130 racks of IT equipment, including the Clemson production, computer systems, some hosting for some other agencies, as well as the Palmetto computer system, which is the 66th fastest supercomputer in the world in the June 2014 Top 500 list. Despite the age of the facility, the electrical and mechanical infrastructure has been completely gutted and replaced since 2008, starting over with a very brand new facility. We have currently 4.5 megawatts of aggregate power, a 2 megawatt A side, a 2.5 megawatt B side, backed by generators that are slated to run 24 hours on the fuel on hand. Power is conditioned by 4 UPSs, 3 675 kilowatt and a 180 kilowatt. For cooling, we use 3 250-ton Trane water chillers and 8 50-ton air handlers off of that. We have 500 tons of chilled water at any available time, as well as 250 in reserve. Due to the ever-increasing density of high-performance computing equipment, we've actually put in a tertiary loop that runs chilled water that is above the dew point through radiator racks on the rear doors so that we trap and neutralize the heat at the source. Right now the facility is about 60% utilized, which gives us growth capacity, but that leads to a problem. We're planning in the very near future to add additional power and cooling, probably another 2.5 megawatt transformer and generator to up the facility's capacity.
The heart of the network in the Palmetto cluster is a Brocade MLX-E32, which is a 100 gigabit capable large chassis switch. And it aggregates all of the network devices in the cluster and provides 100 gigabit uplink to Internet 2's Advanced Layer 2 Services Network, or AL2S. And that rides over our C-Lite network, which provides us, among other things, 100 gigabit connectivity to Atlanta. And in Atlanta we connect to Internet 2's AL2S node, and that provides us with the ability to connect to any other Internet 2 AL2S node in the country. Internet 2 operates a nationwide fiber optic based network, and on top of that they're running this Advanced Layer 2 Services Network, which uses OpenFlow, which is an implementation of software-defined networking that makes it so that we can very easily turn up point-to-point connections to anywhere in the world on demand and at 100 gigabits per second. Software-defined networking is a really important part of this, and the Brocade is unique in that it does support software-defined networking. And what software-defined networking is where we take the control plane out of the forwarding plane in the switch and make it so that we can, through software means, arbitrarily control the way that the network operates. So whereas previously with traditional networking, all of the brains and all of the forwarding capacity is in one metal box. In software-defined networking, we take the control part of that and move it outside of the box so that we can programmatically change the way that the network operates, which is a unique paradigm. And at Clemson, we have been working with software-defined networking since about 2009, when myself and Casey Wang and Jim Pepin and others started participating with the GENI environment, which is the global environment for network innovations.
Clemson University has a supercomputer called the Palmetto Cluster. This cluster consists of around 2,000 servers that are connected together via a high-speed network fabric. This network fabric allows the 2,000 servers to act as a single unit, so a researcher could run a large set of computational jobs on the supercomputer. Palmetto supercomputer is currently one of the top 500 supercomputers in the world. It currently ranks number 66 in the world and number 5 among the U.S. academic centers that have supercomputers. The Palmetto cluster is what is called a condominium style cluster. We allow faculty and staff to purchase nodes that will become part of the Palmetto cluster. So essentially they become tenants. When a faculty member purchases nodes on the cluster, they have top priority to run their jobs on the number of nodes that they have purchased. The leftover cycles that aren't used by faculty members that have purchased go to the general population to run computational workloads. It's a combination of faculty, students, and we even have staff members. Having a supercomputer at Clemson allows faculty members to do research that they otherwise would not be able to do on their desktops. So having a large system like Palmetto allows them to do research in areas and also collaborate with other universities around the world to do top-level research.